Hi. So this video is going to be a little different than my usual videos because something happened a few weeks ago that has pissed me off and I can't stay silent about it anymore. There's a TV show in America called The Real O'Neills, and it's executive produced and was created by a man by the name of Dan Savage. I'm going to get back to him later. So what's the premise of the show? The premise is that there's a gay kid who grows up in a Catholic family. He comes out to the Catholic family and comedy ensues. So what happened that ticked me off so much? Well, a few weeks ago, there was an episode where the gay character, the gay teen kid, gets a boyfriend. And the boyfriend says he has something he has to tell him. And in his mind, he says,
"Hey, listen, I've been meaning to talk to you about something, but I didn't know how to say it without possibly freaking you out."
Oh God, here we go. Web toes, money problems, or worse, bisexual.
Bisexuals are the worst. So funny. Now you might think, well, who the hell would think this is okay? Let's first go back to the creator of the show. Type Dan Savage bisexuality into YouTube and see what happens. Dan Savage, for years, was the leading voice of the opinion that bisexuality doesn't exist. He was the leading voice for the fact that gay people use bisexuality as a stepping stone of coming out, and that's basically what the premise of bisexuality was. That's all it was good for, as a stepping stone for gay people. He was the leading voice of this for years. Even after he came to God about the fact that, oh yeah, oh my God, oh wait, bisexuality does exist. He continued to say that the reason why gays use it is the fault of bisexuals, because bisexuals aren't coming out enough. No, it has. Yeah, sure, gays lie about it, but everyone accepted that lie is the way it is. That's just life. And bisexuals, they have to do something about it because it's their fault. Now this is the man that ABC gave a television show to. And what do you know it? There are 16 TV shows on right now with bisexual lead characters. 16! Not a homophobic joke in any of them. There is one show with a gay lead character on network television. One! Biphobia. How do you feel about this? Now, let me tell you what makes me even more pissed off about this situation. So, I guess somewhere in the production company, somewhere in the television network said, you know what? We should be very careful with this particular episode because this is the episode where the gay character gets a boyfriend, and we want to make sure we get this right. So they contracted an organization by the name of PFLAG, which I think, just a guess, stands for Parents, Friends of Lesbians and Gays, who on their website talks about their support for the bisexual community. Okay, so they gave the script after Dan Savage and his writers came up with this funny joke in this funny script, gave the script to PFLAG to make sure, hey, make sure we're not doing anything wrong here with anything we're saying. PFLAG gave them the thumbs of approval. That's right. You go. That's exactly the script that we want out in the public. You're doing it right. Just keep doing that. So the network didn't have a problem with it. The TV show didn't have a problem with it. The actors, one of which is gay, the other which, Martha Plimpton, has been an activist for 20 years and an ally of the LGBT community, 20 years. Silent. Nothing. Said nothing about it. They take the script and they give it to a gay organization for the thumbs up, and guess what? They thought the joke was funny too. Do you think it's funny? Because I don't frickin' think it's funny. I think this is exactly the way the biphobia is spread. I think this is the way that ignorance keeps going around. And the silence is deafening. The silence from ABC, the silence from the show, the silence from everyone is deafening. Oh, you might say, oh, but Noah Galvin, whatever his name is, the lead actor on the show, he offered apology. In fact, he said that, you know, as an allies, we should do better. And when we mess up, we should admit it. And it would be great if he stopped right there. But no, you can tell the smugness from the attitude of the people on this show. Because what he then added was, in capital letters, but we have to remember, this is a comedy. Yeah, because we all know when we make life harder for gay people, when we make fun of gay people, it's so funny. Oh wait, is that the premise of the show? Is the entire premise of the show that you should make fun of people like this, people who are different? Is that the premise of the show? But it's okay, and you think it's funny to make fun of bisexuals. You think biphobia is funny. And you know what? Bisexuals have a tendency to remain quiet. Every time something like this happens, oh, we remain quiet. We shut up and take it. Why? Because everyone's scared. If I say anything, someone's going to assume I'm bisexual. Well, God damn it, it's time to say something. And thank God, the first person of public note has said something. Who is Sarah Ramirez? I did a video about her coming out recently. Sarah Ramirez used to work on the TV show Grey's Anatomy for like 10 years. In fact, she was one of the sole bisexual characters on television for that time period. She is bisexual in real life. And she, thank you God, Sarah, said, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable for ABC to say nothing. This is unacceptable for the television production company to say nothing. And even after it came out, even after it's been broadcast around the internet of her saying this, has anyone said anything? No. Why? Because they think they have the right to say this. Get angry. If you want things to change, you can't just watch these videos. You can't just do nothing. You can't just expect myself or people like Sarah Ramirez or a handful of bisexual leaders to carry the banner. You have to stand up for yourself. Are you worth anything? Are you the worst? Do you in your heart believe that you are the worst? Because I'm here to tell you, you are not. You are not. It's time you stop allowing people to teach you this. You know, I have not learned much from Dr. Phil, but there's one thing that I will carry with me to the rest of my life. It's when he said that we teach people how to treat us. And it is so goddamn true. Every time a bisexual remains silent when something like this happens, and these smug assholes think they can get away with it, we teach them it's okay for them to do it again. Every time some idiot gay person boos at a bisexual at a pride parade, or makes some stupid freaking bisexual joke, we teach them it's okay to keep doing it. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Do something. I am begging you. The next generation of bisexuals are begging you. Think about how it feels to be a teenager watching that show because it's the only representation of non-straight teens on network television. And we know that bisexuals outnumber gay people 2-to-1. So you know there are more bisexual teens watching that show than gay teens. And just watching and looking up to him as a hero. And then him saying that bisexuality is the worst. We know bisexuals consider an attempt suicide at 3 times the rate of gay people. So when a vulnerable, suicidal, bisexual teen is watching that show and hears that, what do you think goes through their mind? If you're willing to say nothing when someone says something bad about you and who you are, what about them? What about the teen that needs your support? What about the most vulnerable amongst us? Are you willing to say nothing in protection of them? Please, I am begging you. There was a great man that once said that the way evil is allowed to continue is for good people to do nothing. Do something. Please, God, I beg you, do something. If you want, just go to my Twitter and retweet one of my tweets. That's enough. That's something. But do something. I will list a number of the tweets I sent in the description below. Copy and paste that into yours. Post this video on Facebook. Post the video on Reddit. Do something. Just don't sit back and watch this video and say, oh, they're stupid. Do something, please. This is the way we gain our identity. This is the way we claim self-respect and respect from others, is by not letting these things go by. Please, I beg you. I beg you. Do something. That's it. Until the next video, I ask you, be cool, my bisexual friend. Bye.